Thank you so much. Thank you, Bob and Imani. I love coming to LA and be reminded how old I am. But it is such a thrill to be back with you tonight, and I am so proud and so grateful to all the people who, so proud of all the work you will learn about tonight, all the students you'll meet, and everything you'll learn about GLSEN and the impact we're having in the world. That being said, I start the evening on a slightly somber note because there is absolutely no question that we gather tonight at a very difficult and uncertain time. Last year on this stage, I told you about GLSEN's plan to reach 26,000 more schools, to support 1 million more LGBTQ students by the year 2020. We always knew that our plans were bold. We knew that we had to deal with determined and even desperate opposition. But who among us anticipated what we face right now? Our national commitment to basic civil rights for LGBTQ students and all at-risk youth is under direct attack by our own government. This administration has yanked back life-saving guidance on transgender students' rights and opened the door for school counselors to cite personal beliefs to deny care to LGBTQ students. And the president himself has joked that his vice president wants to hang the gays. Imagine what it must feel like to be an LGBTQ student, a young woman, undocumented, a student of color, or a student with a disability in our country right now. Imagine how it feels for all those students who hold multiple identities in their being and are facing attack from all sides. There is no denying that we have really urgent and very hard work to do. But from where I stand, I get to see the amazing work happening in schools and communities all across the country, some of which you are going to hear about tonight on this very stage. And because of what I get to see, I know that we will keep moving forward. We can and we will continue to reach new schools and touch new hearts and change and save lives every day. Even in this difficult year, we have seen what's possible when you take 27 years of GLSEN experience and research and results, add the vital support from donors and sponsors like all of you here in this room, and connect it with the profoundly powerful people, the local advocates of all ages, all beliefs, all races, all abilities, who make up the GLSEN network all over this country. Over the past 27 years, just for one example, GLSEN fought to get schools to understand that positive school climate, including that central project of preventing anti-LGBTQ bullying, is the foundation of real learning and of healthy young lives. And just last month, that work led 26 states, serving more than 29 million students, to make new commitments to monitoring, measuring, and improving school climate as part of their definition of school success under federal law. As you will see up on this stage here tonight, Since 1990, GLSEN has partnered with generations of amazing student leaders, helping them form and sustain GSA student clubs and taking on projects on their own to improve their school communities. Now, since last fall, our partners at the Southern Poverty Law Center have been tracking hate incidents in schools, hate incidents of all kinds, now far more than 10,000 and counting since the election. They have also, however, been watching for those signs of hope. How have some schools been able to respond positively and stem the tide? The number one factor they've identified thus far in those schools that have responded positively has been the presence of a GSA, a group of students, absolutely. They deserve our applause and our thanks. A GSA, which is a group of students that are ready to spring into action to fight for respect for all when the going gets tough and bring their whole school community together to mobilize to do the right thing. And don't worry, there are going to be some amazing student leaders up here, and you can cheer for them when they're here. I just get to tell you the good news. Over the past year, we have also won a series of quiet but remarkable local victories. We have won new protections for LGBTQ students in Minnesota, Texas, Virginia, Oklahoma, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And there's more. And we've held the line against discriminatory bills, bills that would have banned transgender students from using the bathroom, and bills that would have stripped protections for LGBTQ students out, stripped them out of existing non-discrimination laws. 31 discriminatory proposals went to state and local authorities in Texas, Tennessee, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Michigan, and North Carolina this year. 31 proposals. And all 31 were defeated. So, our work and our progress continues. We are expanding our chapter network and engaging tens of thousands of new local advocates. Our student leadership programs at the national and local level are growing, and we are reaching more teachers and school staff than ever before. And perhaps most importantly, at this moment, this difficult and uncertain moment, we can all stand up together for the core values we hold so dear and that are now being called into question. Stand up for taking progress against racism and sexism and hate in all of its forms. Stand up. Stand up for empathy and concern for others across all lines of difference, and stand up for safety, respect, and affirmation for all in every single one of our schools. None of this work is easy, and none of this progress can ever be taken for granted, and none of it would be possible without your support. So thank you so very much for being here tonight, and for hearing the stories from this stage, and for being part of keeping this work moving forward. Thank you.